Hi there guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Ollie Bearman Path to Greatness. We're here today for round 3 at the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne to continue what has been, spoiler alert, a amazing start for us in the Formula 2 World Championship. Without any further ado, we're going to hit the track straight away for one-shot qualifying here to see if we can continue this great run of form. We head up to the line to start our one and only lap down into turn 1, a very easy corner to overcommit, but we nail it and we come out currently P1, heading out of the first few corners of the first sector. As we now negotiate the first corners up towards the end of the first sector, we run a little bit wide there, so that's not ideal, but we do come through unscathed, and we are currently in P1 for the moment, heading now down the back straight, where hopefully we can maintain this advantage. It would be a fantastic start for us after the first 2 rounds especially, and it's going great for us so far, cannot complain. We are looking like the driver to beat. Waiting for the DRS now for the second to last time in our lap. Heading through the gears. We are still P1 as it stands. It's a great result if we can keep it like this. We've only got a few more corners to go. Heading through a sweeping right for a heavy brake down to this very tight left-hander. It's looking good for the moment. One more corner to go. We get a big kick of oversteer though. Will we be able to maintain it on the run up to the line? Ollie Bearman, will he get pole? Yes, he does. P1 for Ollie Bearman.
With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Well, that was qualifying, and it went extremely well for us again, starting P1 on the grid. A little bit of an increase there for Bearman on the pace. We're heading up through level 69, coming towards level 70 now, so that is great for us.
It's all about speed in today's sprint race then. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? It's a new addition to the Formula 2 calendar. Albert Park has been an iconic F1 circuit for years. Recently remodeled to encourage tighter racing on track, it is 3.28 miles, 14 turns instead of the original 16. And we welcome you to the Formula 2 commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Okay.
We start this sprint race for the Australian sprint in P10, where we started on pole for qualifying. 5 lights and away we go. Can we make any progress from P10 from the start? We're side by side with Daruvala and we go straight past him, and we're looking also at Helga. We have jumped up from P10 up to P9 here off the start past Daruvala. We've left him in the dust. We've got Dennis Helga and we go straight up the inside of him, taking P8 immediately, with Martins and Pourchaire both ahead as well, both of the Frenchmen, and we're looking very racy at the moment up behind our rival Pourchaire, who is only a place ahead at the moment. He looks like the biggest risk to our championship. As it stands, we are the leader, with probably Daruvala as that other driver. Us three probably the 3 to watch for in the title race at the moment. Heading through halfway through the lap at the moment. It's been a great start for us. P10 up to P8 with another gaggle of cars ahead, potentially to overtake them as well. As every corner passes, we only get closer and closer to the back of Pourchaire's car, as we're almost pushing him through the final corner on the run up to the line to finish off the first lap. And it's P10 to P8 as it stands. But moving on now towards lap 3, you can just start to see we nearly dropped back from poor chair there, but we send an inspired move down the inside, very close to losing the back end there. Had to do everything to hold on to that, just checking for damage in the bottom right as well, as you can see, but we do manage to get away with that one. No damage as we nearly rear end the back of Victor Martins, and we do get the job done on poor chair, up to P7 now in the Australian sprint, but there's a massive gap to the lead pack now after that little mistake. Will we be able to catch them up? We've only got a few laps to go here in the sprint, but we're so focused as it stands on keeping poor chair behind. A big lock up in front from whoever that was, didn't quite see, but it's all going very well for us at the moment. But we're just having so many slides out of these corners. It's really not that good for us. It's really unsettling for the car, and if we keep having those, we won't be catching the cars ahead, that's for sure. Only a few corners later from when we overtook him, poor chair's going right round the outside of us with the DRS to go back up to P7, like taking candy from a baby. There's nothing we can do, and he has the DRS as well to maintain the place for the moment. Skipping on to lap 5 though, we have an amazing chance to get back through with the DRS, sending a very late lunge down the inside, and there is contact. There is contact between both of us. A big kick of oversteer, and that unsettles us massively. And heading on to lap 6 now, poor chair back through with that move around the outside with the DRS. We absolutely send it down the inside, being the final lap of poor chair with only a few corners to go. Absolute ding-dong battle between the two of us, but we will be the more victorious person to claim P7. Another massive kick out there on the final few corners, and it has been anything but straightforward, but we come home for P7 only just in the sprint.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Ayumu Iwasa takes the checkered flag to win.
Well, whether you love or hate sprints in Formula 1, they definitely deliver. In Formula 2, lovely stuff. Great racing.
Dams, another team with a huge amount of history based right in the heart of motorsport near Le Mans in France, have once again shown their formidable abilities out on the track with yet another win today. There will be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you'll join us at the next race when Formula 2 returns.
That wasn't the most straightforward sprint race I've ever had, but we did make a few successful overtakes, but we didn't climb too far up from P10, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on in the race.
As the engineers make their last inspection of the cars, let's take a look at today's grid order for the race. A fantastic effort from Ollie Bearman yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Jan Deruvela in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hauger, Pourchaire, Victor Martins, Doohan, Miney, Iwasa, Vesti, Richard Verschoor, Maloney, Novalak, Enzo Fittipaldi, Juan Manuel Correa, Leclerc, Cordial, Benavides, Isaac Hadjar, Stanek, Nissani, Boschong, and Jack Crawford completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. It is the Formula 2 race. It is time to introduce you to Alex Brundle. I'm Alex Jakes, and we've got changeable weather out there today. That's making for some nervous team personnel down in the paddock, down in the pit lane.
There are going to be some quivering hands on the tyre guns, aren't there, when they tighten up what could easily be the wrong specification of tyre completely for the conditions. It's a gamble out there.
Here we are, guys, ready to start the Australian Grand Prix from pole position, much further forward than in the sprint. And our trademark so far this season has been a very quick start. Will we be able to maintain that? 5 lights and away we go. And it's another great start for us, not under any pressure from the cars behind. Looking behind us there, we are way out clear heading into turn 1, just taking our time, and it's a good start for us as we have already a 1 second gap to the cars behind. Pourchaire's done a madness past Aruvula, past Hauger, up to P2 already. I think that actually unsettles us looking at the order. We run super wide there, but somehow maintain our 1 second gap. But as you can see, guys, only half a lap later, starting lap 2, we have been reeled in by Pourchaire, and he is a man on an absolute mission after that sprint race. Absolute ding-dong battle between the two of us. He is coming for revenge, I'm sure. Already closing in, and with the DRS, he will be a massive danger to our hopes of winning this Grand Prix. Just as we say that, here comes Pourchaire as we skip on to lap 3 with his trademark move in the sprint. He tries it here in the main feature race as well, but this time we are wiser to it, and we are able to keep him behind for the moment, but it's very difficult to keep him at bay. Coming again with the second dose of DRS, trying to unsettle us. Moving on to lap 4, we have Vesti setting the fastest lap. Pourchaire looking for another opening with the DRS round the outside of turn 1, but it's not quite to be for him this time. Heading on later on in the lap, once again to his favourite overtaking position. Pourchaire's going to have another big sniff to the outside. This time he just gets in front of us and cuts across. He will also crucially pick up the DRS here to maintain his P1 in the main feature race. Will we be able to make a cheeky dive? Nope, we're too far back, and we'll have to settle for P2 as it stands. Heading on to lap 5 now. Role reverse of Pourchaire. Will we be able to be the beneficiary in this overtake? Going round the outside of Pourchaire, we hit the wall there, and we are able to make the move stick and keep some DRS as well. So we are the ones that it favours for the moment. Will we be able to hold on? Only a few corners later, starting lap 6. Pourchaire looking for a move down the inside at turn 1, but it's not quite to be. And continuing on from the sprint race, we are back and forth all race long, with Pourchaire sending another move up the inside of his favourite overtaking place. He's just so much quicker down that section of the track than we are, constantly putting us under pressure. Once again putting us under pressure as he sails straight down the inside of us. Nothing we can do. Down to P2 currently. Pourchaire, absolute rocket ship. Moving on to lap 7. We sell him the dummy and go round the outside, but we almost lose the car, and he's back alongside us. After that brilliant overtake, the car is unsettled, and we run side by side down the straight. On the penultimate lap, we brake slightly late, and we reclaim the lead for the moment. Pourchaire sniffing left and right to try and get back past us. Later in the lap, here he comes again. Take 5 at this point. Pourchaire's back through, but we also have Hauger trying to get through as well, so that puts us off slightly. But as it stands, back down to P2. This has to be the best battle of the season so far. Sniffing at Pourchaire, we're all over the back, but we cannot do anything. We are now at the end of the race, coming through the final corner. Another big kick of oversteer, and Pourchaire just got the better of us today. What an incredible battle to finish P2.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a really strong drive and a great finish. Well done.
The French driver has left them all behind. It's victory for Théo Pourchaire.
It's so easy to mess up a call like that, and whatever you do always seems wrong, but they made it work, and that's the important thing. A full points tally.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment when Formula 2 returns.
All in all, guys, we didn't quite have the pace to win today, but we do go up in the ratings. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, guys. And I'll catch you very soon for another episode.